Page 31, Bohemian Dance. On page 30, they're introducing you to the key of B major. You think, well, B major, no big deal. Yes, actually it sort of is, because B major has 5 sharps. There's 5 black keys within an octave, and we're using them all. It actually gets to the point it's easier to remember which white key you're using. So you just play all black keys except for the white keys you're using. Actually, ideally, you simply learn the scale. I don't consider B major to be a beginner scale, but you can use it. I have videos on it. You can still learn it 1 octave up and down. You're just using all the black keys, except for the 2 white keys you're using, and that would be the B and the E. Those are the only white keys you're using. Everything else is black. And again, if you know the scale or you're aware of the order or the sharps, it's always the same order. You don't have to worry about which keys are they. You just know of 5, okay, I'm using those notes. The first sharp is always an F sharp. The second sharp is always a C sharp. The third sharp is always a G sharp. The fourth sharp is always a D sharp. And the 5th sharp is always an A sharp. So we got them all covered. Everything but the B and the E. And yes, there are key signatures with 6 and 7 sharps in them, where you would actually have a B sharp, which is here, and an E sharp, which is here. Don't worry about those. This is enough for us right now. And as far as the chord goes, well, you build a chord. Remember, the 1 chord is built on the first step of the scale. Well, here, it's every other note except here we have a D sharp and we have an F sharp, so it's here. And that's the chord. If I invert it, I'm just turning it over, put the B on top, so I'm here. Or I can put the D sharp on top here, or I can turn it over and I'm root position again. That's the chord. They're showing you the chord. Okay, you got the chord. Now, let's talk about this study. 1 hand at a time, let's see if we can make some sense out of this. 3 lines long, treble and bass clef, 5 sharps in the key signature. We're in the key of B major, common time or 4/4 time. Okay. Right hand, you're starting with 3rd finger on D sharp. Just assume it's going to be a sharp. Whatever the note is, it's going to be sharped. The only one is going to be B and E that's not sharp, so it's a D sharp. So your hand position is actually here. Because remember, the D and E and all the rest are black keys. That's a hand position. That is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So you're in that position. You're just playing these notes. Second line, you lift up and come up. You're just an octave higher. So you're in this position, playing these notes. Okay, 3rd line, you back down here for 1 measure. You come up, same thing, an octave higher. And then back down here, now a different spot. You're on E and F sharp. And then bring the 2nd finger down to D sharp B. Here. You just focus on the hand position, really, and you've got most of it. Just play those notes in that hand position. Left hand, the hand position is here. We got all 3 of these black keys covered. We have the E and the B are the only white keys. And we're just 1, 2. 2nd line, you get treble clef. So you're doing the same thing an octave higher. Okay, goody. Then the 3rd line with bass clef again. You're down here. Remember, you're in this position here. We have to come up, same thing here. And then the chords, they want a 1 and 3. I would prefer, should say 3 and 1. I would prefer a 2 and 1, because that prepares me for the last chord. Because if I do this, then I got to come down here. I'm using here, here. And if I use 2 and 1, I can just leave that 2nd finger on that F sharp. And I'm in position for the whole thing. So 2 and 1 there. So put the hands together. We're here. Here. Remember, I'm playing the notes in these positions. Here. Here. These 2 notes. first two notes. Second line is the same as the first, but you're up here an octave. And then the third line, well, we're moving around a bit. You start here, okay. Octave higher. And then these chords. Well, again, you have a 2, 1 here, and then 1, 2 here. They say 1, 3, that's fine. And then the last chord, it's a B, F sharp, D sharp, B. So, here, we'll work those out. Weird, but that's it. That's okay, do the best you can with it. When you have a handle on the notes and rhythms, then we'll go think about the articulation. I'm split here because I want to do wrist staccato. This is sort of loud. The first line is, and you got some loud parts in it. You need wrist staccato for that, or arm, so it's hits. Bum, 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 bum. But if you want to try finger staccato here, bum, bum, bum. You want to try that? All right, I'm going to try wrist staccato myself. So I'm connecting all that. I do play that. I do come off of that. It's not really staccato, but I did it. You don't have to make it short, but I tend to. That's interpretation. But technically, it's not short. I tend to make it short because the left hand's doing staccato. I do them the same. It's just easier for me. Now the last two measures, they're all accented. And then, because the next to the last measure, we'll get to it in a minute, it's soft, this is short. And then loud. I don't know that you need accents on any of those notes. To me, yeah. We'll put in the dynamics and see what it does, because the accent just takes it up a notch from what level you are, how loud you are. So at the beginning, I'm moderately loud, crescendo, now I'm loud. Then second line, you're moderately soft. Go up to moderately loud, and back down to moderately soft. Last line, loud, soft, echo it. Stay soft. Well, the accents will take it up to about moderately soft. And then loud. Let the wrist claps on these. Don't tense up. Left hand stays in the background. Yeah, somewhere in there. Now, as far as the Allegro vivace goes, I think you can forget that. Allegro is quick and vivace is super quick. There's fasters than vivace. Vivace is very fast, though. So Allegro very fast, you can guess what that is. And it has to be accurate. So what can you do accurately? It is unnecessary to play it that fast, okay? Don't worry about, I'll never get it that fast. That's fine. You don't have to. Play your Allegro vivace. And if your Allegro vivace is this, if that's how fast you can take it, fine. You find the hardest part in it, probably the last line here, here. As you're moving around, well, can you do that accurately? And that's going to be it. Let's play this together very slowly and double check the notes and the rhythms. Not going to do any dynamics. We're just doing notes and rhythms, and I'll do the staccatos and things. So I'll give us 4 counts. 1, 2, ready, go. Rest. rest, 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 rest. 2, rest, rest.